Tuesday at 10 a.m. Eastern. And we're just preparing to go live on YouTube right now. We've got the lovely Susan Schuler with us this morning. Good morning, Susan.
Good morning, Julie. Happy New Year. I'm always so excited when it's a new year.
I know. I love to say that too. I'm like, oh, okay, today's the second. I can't say that anymore. But yes, we bring you many, many New Year blessings, and it's going to be an exciting year here for everybody. And we've got lots of exciting things going on to share with everybody. All right, so Susan, I'm going to have you mute yourself, and then we're just going to go ahead and begin here. All right, welcome. And we are hosting a weekly energy forecast with the beautiful masters that we work with. I work with Archangel Metatron and the Pleiadians. And Susan works with Jacob, a collective consciousness of master teachers from the Akasha. And Susan also works with the Pleiadians. So for 2018, I'm hearing very loudly and very strongly more of the work with the Pleiadians will be shining through our energy forecasts, our messages that we share with everyone each week. So we are delighted to be here this week. Our theme for the week, kind of where your energy is best spent, we're focusing on thoughts. And we all know thoughts become things. So we're excited to share some messages from beyond on where your energy is best spent for this week of January 1st through the 7th. So I am Julie Geigle. I'm an international psychic medium, trance channeler for Archangel Metatron, and awakened healer. I also work as a spiritual counselor and a Reiki master teacher. So I've got some really exciting classes coming up for this new year. Susan and I have a couple that we're hosting together. We are launching a Lightworkers mentorship program. It's a 12-week program. So we're going to be going deep into your gifts and how you can shine your light. And that starts in March. And I'm also launching a series of Reiki classes. So I'm a Reiki master teacher. It's been a few years since I've taught classes, and Metatron's kind of pushing me to start up with that again. So I'm really, really excited. We're going to be doing kind of a combination of in-person and live. I'm going to try to coordinate that all together to see how that goes. And that's coming up in February. So you can check out all that information and the dates on my website at juliegeigle.com. It is February 2nd, 22. Metatron loves double digits. Real numerology interest there, absolutely. And don't want to forget my most exciting class to launch the new year is Manifesting Mastermind number 8. Number 8. And 8's one of my favorite numbers because it's the number of prosperity and abundance. So that launches tomorrow. Tomorrow at 9 a.m. Central, we're going to be having an encore broadcast at 6 p.m. if the morning time does not work for you. But this is entirely free. So be sure to sign up, register on my website at juliegeigle.com. Again, that's tomorrow, 9 a.m. Central. We're using the Zoom platform. I think I might be doing Facebook Live too, to launch this amazing, incredible program. It really is life-changing. If you're having any problems with blocks or interference to prosperity and abundance in your life, you're going to want to tune into this because it's really going to help you shift out of poverty consciousness, heal ancestral blockages, and open up to receive the infinite abundance the universe has to offer you. Wow, I'm excited. All right, Metatron's ready. Metatron's ready to share some messages today about where your energy is best spent. So I'm going to go ahead and ring the tincture bells to clear out any negative energy, any lower vibration, and create a pure sacred space for our trance channeling today. All right, just getting my video together here. Take a nice deep breath with me. Welcome. I am Metatron, here in service to humanity. We are thrilled and delighted to join you here on this beautiful new day of your new year. And if you haven't had an opportunity to consciously close out 2017, we'd like to take a moment to do that with you now. For as you hang on to issues and situations, experiences and people that are not working for you in your life, it serves as a block. It prevents all that you came here to experience and open up to. It prevents that from being able to fully enter into your life. So open your heart now, opening to this beautiful sacred space of divine love and grace, calling in your own spiritual team that is working specifically with you on your journey, on your divine life mission. And taking a moment to consciously call in anything it is that you desire to let go of. Any people in your life that might be dragging on your energy. Any situations or experiences that might have made you feel less than or not good enough. And imagine a big dumpster, a big landfill. And as these things come into your memory one by one, imagine tossing them into the landfill, releasing and letting them go. Call to mind any failures that you perceive, any feelings of stuckness or being blocked. You don't always need to know exactly where these emotions are coming from. You need simply to open your heart and be willing and ready to let them go. For many of these feelings, these emotions are coming from your ancestral lineage. And there are many that come from the collective consciousness. So just imagine throwing all of those into the landfill that are no longer serving your highest good. And now imagine your beautiful spiritual team coming in and lighting the landfill on fire. And allowing this beautiful fire to transmute and transform this energy. And now feel the Pleiadians here with you, standing on the edge, watching this, assisting in the release of anything that is no longer serving you, and you are ready to release from 2017. Releasing and letting go. Forgive them, Lord, for they know not what they do. Releasing and letting go. And if there is anything from previous years that is coming into your awareness at this time, feel free to throw that into the fire as well. And take a nice deep breath. And now we invite you to open up to the blessings of the new year, opening up to 2018, infinite possibilities, infinite opportunities to create unending blessings of love, peace, and joy. No matter what your current circumstance is, no matter what your current situation may be, whether you are feeling like you have enough or are enough, you do not need to be in that state of perfection to attract perfection to you. You do not need to be in the state of prosperity to attract prosperity to you. It is important for you to understand and realize this conception, this perception, this belief, and law, if you will, the law of attraction. So your energy is best spent this week being on high alert of the thoughts that are running through your mind. The ego has a tendency to keep you stuck in the past. But you are more than your ego. You are a creation of God, of heaven above. You are all powerful, ever knowing, ever expansive. You are a creator of your life. You came here in this incarnation to create love, to create joy, to create harmony. So be aware of the thoughts that might be running in the subconscious mind, in the background, the program that you might be completely unaware of. Oftentimes it begins with an emotion. And when an emotion arises that is out of alignment with your soul, you will begin to feel anxious or depressed. And that is an opportunity to ask yourself, what am I thinking? What am I saying to myself? Why might I be feeling this emotion at this time? And as you become aware of this negative program that might be running in the background of your mind, it empowers you to begin to change it. change can simply appear as moving into gratitude, finding things in your life that you are grateful for, reminding yourself that there can be joy found in a sunrise or love seen in nature. Pull yourself out when you are feeling discord and allow gratitude to bring you back into alignment with your power to create anything. I am Metatron, and I have spoken here today. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
Welcome back to Angel Talk Tuesday. This is Susan Schuler. As a channeler, I work with Jacob, who is a master teacher of the Akashic Records, and he is who I tap into when I do my psychic readings as well as when I do my past life work. I am a professional psychic medium based in the Los Angeles area, although I do a lot of work in Western New York as well. That's where I'm from. So I travel back and forth quite frequently. I am there right now, and I will be in Western New York until later in the week when I will be going back to sunny California, and I'm anxiously awaiting that because I don't know about the rest of you, but it's been very cold where I'm at. Love it, but it's cold. Julie, as she mentioned, we are doing a Lightworkers 12-week class, and I've already gotten a lot of people inquiring about this. So I would just like to say right now, I know she's mentioned it, if you are interested in getting put on our list, so we will be sending, because it's just going to be a small group of people that we're accepting into this class, please either send Julie an email with your inquiry, or you can send it to my website or my email at mediumsusan@icloud.com, just to make sure that you're put on this list, because I do have a feeling this class is going to fill up rather quickly. So anyway, like I said, I am a professional psychic medium in the Los Angeles area. I do small one-on-one readings via Skype all over the world and in person. I also do small group readings, and this time of year is my favorite time of year because I've learned that sometimes people need a little bit of help with setting intentions. And so that's one of the things that I will do is a small group intention setting party. So if you are in the Los Angeles area and you're interested in doing something like that, also send me an email because my spaces for that are filling up rather quickly this month as well. Also, I don't think Julie mentioned it, but remember we are accepting one person for a mini psychic reading. So if you'd like to call in for a mini psychic reading, this is the phone number to do so. It's 202-570-7057. So let me switch gears, and I do apologize for my voice. I feel very nasally today with my cold. I'm just going to take a few deep breaths and ask Jacob to step forward, and we will see what he has to say today about the topic of our thoughts. So let me just sort of switch gears, take a couple of deep breaths, clear my throat, take a sip of water, and ask Jacob to step forward. Good morning, majestic beings of light. Welcome to the new day, the new year, and your new life. For as the saying goes, today is the first day of the rest of your life. We add to that statement, use it wisely and deliberately. As we spoke of last week, many of you do not give enough consideration for the direction you take in your lives. And today, we build upon this concept by reminding you of the power that your thoughts hold in taking you toward a specific direction. This is the year we most desire that you spend getting better control of the frantic way in which your minds work. We see you worry about everything, many in terrible, almost obsessive ways. You do this often and with so much force, most of you are actually unaware of how often you spend your days sending out to the universe all the horrible things you do not want in your lives, rather than focusing on all of those things you do want. We will say this again. When you worry, you are making a complete list of all of your worst nightmares, packaging them neatly together, and repeatedly sending them out to the universe. Because these are so feared, there is also very strong emotions around these. So not only are you actually telling the universe what you don't want, placing energy on what is not desired, you are emotionally attached and passionate about it as well. So what you have really just done is placed all of your attention, focus, and passion on something you least want. And this is what the universe may send back your way. Unbeknownst to many of you, you are sabotaging your lives by worry, often without even realizing it. This law of attraction has become popular in your world, but far too many of you have not learned how important learning control your thoughts is. Least you create the world you do not desire, simply by allowing your obsessive worry and fear to rule the show. We still see how many of you will verbally agree that there is a council of helpers all around you, yet consistently forget to call on them to help you during times of stress. This is their agreed upon role in your life, and they have willingly put themselves in your life to aid in your security, so you may have an easier time navigating through this life. No, that doesn't mean things will be always easy with smooth sailing all the time. Very often it's quite the opposite. But it does mean that as you make your way through this life, learning and experiencing all the interesting things you asked to be taught, that you will receive synchronicities, help, guidance, and strength along the way, and in many forms. Expect it and realize it is part of your design. So regardless of how the things may fall apart, you will always be cared and taken care of. Ask and receive. The answers may not come in the exact way you would like them to, but they will come. And as many of you have realized, seemingly bad things often lead you toward amazing new directions that could never have been imagined otherwise. As you know, this life, regardless of how spiritual you may be, is not all about love, light, and fuzzy bunnies, as one of Susan's teachers liked to say. You are a very brave and courageous soul who chose to be here. Therefore, the things that take place in your lives can be tough and test you in ways unimaginable. But you have help and much power to navigate anything. The act of worrying does nothing positive, but it may negatively affect you and your desired outcomes. This is why it is so very important that you learn to better control your mind and those frantic thoughts swirling in your mind. We understand that fear is powerful and can drive you to respond in negative ways, but those ways will not give you the result you desire. So now is the time to simply take back your control and stop. So practically speaking, this is what we suggest. You by now should realize that by worrying, you are making a wish list of the things you fear most, and then sending it out to the universe to fulfill. So first, you must learn to nip that behavior in the bud. The first step is to simply learn to be aware. Be aware of your thoughts. aware enough so you can then remind yourself that these thoughts are not actually who you are, but simply thoughts that your ego likes to send out, so it may feel more in control. Once you allow yourself to become aware of this very important concept, you can take a deep breath and cancel that train of thought. Take it right off the track before it begins to pick up steam. Start by taking that deep breath and calling from the depth of your soul for help and guidance. This is much easier to do if you have developed a relationship with your guides, helpers, angels, and God. But even if you haven't, just call out for help and trust unseen hands are helping you at that very moment. You may also want to say a small mantra like, "Help and aid that all be well." It is not, however, about simply asking for help, but also with learning to be grateful for all the help that does come your way. Living from a place of being grateful rather than worried is where this true shift in learning to train your mind will come. Worry is fear. Being grateful is love. And believe us when we say love's vibration is far higher, and the higher your vibration is, the more higher vibrational things you will invite in your life. So not only does worry invite fear, it lowers your vibration, also sending more of what you do not want your way. It matters not if you worry about yourself or others. It is fear-based and therefore holds a negative vibration. That old song, "Don't Worry, Be Happy," was a very wise concept indeed, for it is actually impossible to live a life full of worry and to also be happy. There is a strong conflict of interest, and it will never be done. Use this new year as a new start for the way you choose to direct your mind. Use that simple breath to give you a moment to reflect when you begin to allow the worry train to leave the station, for it is a bumpy and uncomfortable line that will cause nothing but pain, suffering, and stress in your life. This is Susan Schuler, channeling Jacob from the Akashic Records. Julie and I will be back in a moment to discuss today's channel. Thank you.